Parenting, a very difficult thing, a very challenging process. We put lot of efforts to see we raise such good, well-mannered and nice kids. But it's a very difficult job, isn't it? Today I am going to present in front of you a very shocking case which had come to my clinic, which was because of some mistakes in the parenting. And this case reveals that it is a most common mistake even done by so many Indian parents. So how can we correct it, or how can we go about with it? This case will help you know more about it. So hi friends, welcome to Doctor's Diary, which is a series of videos which tells about the experiences and the cases which I see in my clinic, which helps you to see the life in a better way and helps you in your life to experience and to understand things and to know more about disease conditions. So today's case is about a child who was 3.5 years to 4 years old. Now this daughter was brought to me by the father with complaints of severe respiratory distress and breathlessness. Now of course the case was taken, medicine was prescribed, and the child had they had left. Then after 3 or 4 days the father called back to tell that the child was better, but this time again after few days the complaints repeated. Now this time I told please bring the mother too, because we have to get certain details, and mothers are the one who look after the children. So father was a working parent and mother was a housemaker. So I thought get more details about the child from the mother. Now this time, the second time, the mother too had accompanied the child. Now the child was sitting with the mother on the mother's lap. Now when they were telling, I had just asked whether the child, what happened, and the child was a bit cranky and was crying. So what happened or what triggered the attack? Because the child was better. They told they don't know. And then I saw something which was very unusual. That is, the father, while talking, just reached his hand to the mother to tell something or show to the mother. The child didn't like it and she started screaming and shouting on the top of the voice. So when I asked, what happened? Why is the child crying? That time the father casually told, she does not like if I go near to her mother, and she hates it even if I talk to her mother. She comes to me and she loves me a lot, but she does not like if I and my wife even sit close to each other. It was very unusual, and of course it drew my mind onto it. Then father was smiling when he was telling that. Then I told, don't you think it is unusual? Then he was like, it's okay, kids are so attached to their mother, so sometimes it happens that they do such things. So then I thought, is it true? Then I told, see, don't encourage such behavior. You have to work, parents have to work as a unit. So that you don't work according to your child. Parents work together and see that the child develops in a good way. Of course, they continued the medicine for some time. The next follow-up, the child was better. The child was not brought to me. But though I tried to stress on the behavior, they were least bothered about it. The child took medicines and the child recovered. So then she was not brought to me. Even it left my mind. But now, just a few months back, the child was again brought to me. This time, the child was 8 years old. And there was severe concern on the parents' face. And then when I asked, what happened? Why are you so tensed? Then they told that the behavior has just become worse, madam. If I ask a glass of water, then the mother has to hand over the glass of water to the daughter, who then gives it to the father. She does not even allow the parents to sleep in one room. The mother and the child sleeps together and the father has to sleep in the other room. If by any chance the father just enters the room in which mother is present, then the child starts screaming and throws a tantrum. Of course, this was a very difficult thing happening in the house, and I could see that the whole environment of the house had got affected. Then I started asking behind, when did the child started first exhibiting the symptoms. This happened when the child was around 2.5 to 3 years old. Till that time, child never exhibited those symptoms. Then started finding out. Then I came to know a very shocking detail. Yes, the child was actually when the child was growing up, around 2 years or 1.5, 2 years old, the mother's sister, that is her aunt, used to look after the child. Now this aunt got married and the child was still with the aunt, and the child witnessed the aunt and uncle having a sexual relationship, which the child didn't understand and didn't like it at all. It was after this that the child started exhibiting such disturbing behavior. With this, what do we understand? As I told you, this case is about how the faults in some of Indian parenting and how certain times it is better if we see our Western culture and learn from it. Now, what was a mistake in this case, or what is a mistake? Like, this is not the only case. I have witnessed so many cases where the children have witnessed their parents having sex or somebody else, and they are sleeping and somebody, they have witnessed somebody like their aunt or uncle or somebody having sex. So what is the common thing which is happening in this? See, in Indian parenting, what we usually do is that we are so protective about our child. So the mothers or the father want their child to sleep with them. But if you see other cultures, the child is made independent and put to a bed in a separate room at a very younger age. So this child learns to be independent. If you ask me whether it is wrong that we should not let our children sleep with us, I have a daughter, I am scared that she may get scared, or she's in the other room and I am not comfortable with it, it's okay, no problem. But then you will have to take care of one thing, that the child need not witness such things, because a small mind may not be able to take a complicated thing like sex. So what are the things as a parents you can do? If you want your child to still sleep with you, then make it a point that you keep your sexual life in a separate room, or you go into the other room and have it. Never in front of child. Most often we think that our child is sleeping, but are you sure? Because all these cases in my life, I have learned this thing very commonly, that the child is never sleeping, or they might just wake up and the bed is moving, or when there is movement. But we just don't seem to note it. And what are the side effects, or what happens actually when a child witnesses such thing? There are children who start hating such relationships. There are daughters who don't want to marry because they have witnessed something and they find it very disgusting. There are children like this girl who exhibit this psychological behavior where they don't let their parents even to come near each other because they find it so disgusting. So this is a very common mistake. From this case, or why did I present this case in front of you? Because there are two things which you can do as a parent. First thing, see that your child grows independent and give a separate room so they can sleep in a separate room and they don't have to witness such things. Second, if you are not able to do that, then kindly take your sexual life into a separate room where the child need not witness it again. Now, this case, it took a lot of talking to the child and making the child understand, lot of psychological advice. Then only we could bring the child out of it, and we could make the child understand that it happens when the father and when in between married people, and this is common and you should not have witnessed it, but it's okay, and we just have to coax and make the child understand in a better way. But I think you will take care of such things if it is going on in your house. Be more careful. That's the first step of parenting. Thank you. Stay tuned for more such cases. Have a good day.